is Arunava Chaudhuri and you are on my YouTube channel Arunfoot. Last night, there were rumors on the net and then the first articles appeared from newspaper outlets and then others reported about it as well. Indian national team head coach Manolo Marquez might be having a change of heart and might be considering of leaving the Indian national team and potentially staying with FC Goa. Only on Saturday, Manolo Marquez with FC Goa won the Kalinga Super Cup 2025, his first title with the Goas in 2 years that he was there. And supposedly that was his last match in charge of the Goas. And now from the day after, he's the full-time coach of the Indian national team and is not doing a job sharing between a club side and national team. Now, what has happened in the last few days and weeks? Very simply said, after the March window, there had been these rumors, you know what, Manolo Marquez is not very, very happy with the AIFF, with the India setup, with the players, with the whole shebang. He's not happy. And he seems to have also realized for himself that a coach like him rather would like to work with the players every day, try and improve the players, and that simply is not possible with the national team. And I go back to something that I said last year when Manolo Marquez became the national team coach, or something which I said generally about coaching a national team. A national team coach has minimal time with his players. You've got your windows in March, in June, in September, October, November. Those are the FIFA windows. Maybe there's something extra here or there, maybe an Asian Cup, maybe a SAF Cup. But otherwise, those are your fixed windows. And you normally get 3-4 days to train with your team. Now for the June window, you're going to get a little bit more than 2 weeks. But normally your time is very, very limited to try and work with your players. Manolo most probably is also realizing that, you know what, even in an ISL, you still have your foreigners and your foreigners can be very, very influential. If you look at the foreigners that he's worked with at Hyderabad FC or at FC Goa, these have been the crucial elements of why he has been successful. A player like Borja Herrera has been someone that has worked with him over multiple clubs since they were together at Las Palmas. So Manolo realizing it's not easy, realizing the AIFF at the moment in the state that the National Federation is not also easy to work with. And of course, if you hear the praise that he's made of FC Goa, that they are the most professional team that he's worked with, just gives you that hint. And now, of course, the media reporting about it. FC Goa also unofficially, informally stating, you know what, if Manolo Marquez comes on the market, we would love to retain him. Of course, FC Goa would love to retain him because Manolo has built something, and theoretically, if he stays on, they could try and build even more on that. But what does it mean for the Indian national team? If Manolo Marquez decides, so the news is he's not leaving immediately. He could potentially leave after the June window. So he will coach India surely in the friendly against Thailand. He will coach India in the AFC Asian Cup 2027 final round qualifier against Hong Kong. But after that, he might say, you know what, I know I've got 1 more year of my contract with the AIFF, but I thank you all. I myself resign. I leave. And that would also show the class that Manolo Marquez has, that he tears up a contract and stays with his club side, or potentially returns and then stays with his club side, because that is the situation as it stands. And this shows you, just as I say, that, coaches need to have a feel. If Manolo feels that he is not going to be able to be as impactful at international level that he can be at club level, then that's a factor. And added to that, if we think that he wants to return to FC Goa are going to be playing in the AFC Champions League 2, either in the qualifiers or in the group stage. So therefore, that might be an added incentive for him to think, you know what, why not stick around? Why not stay back with my club side? I know what I have here. I've built something. We just won a trophy. I think I can build something even bigger. But it would also mean it raises even more questions about the All India Football Federation as a body. It raises more questions also about the Indian national team, because that would mean that Manolo Marquez somewhat has not been able to work with the national team and get the best result out of these players. So the problems which are there in the Indian national team stay. And then the job of the AIFF becomes tougher because, again, leave that to another day. We can discuss that, who could become then national team coach if Manolo leaves. What do you guys think? Would it be a good, wise decision from Manolo to say, you know what, thank you very much, but I leave the Indian national team and I go back and stay with FC Goa? Is it the wrong decision? You've got something to add, something else maybe? Write those down in the comments below. And as always, like, share and subscribe Arunfoot here on YouTube. Visit my other social medias. Visit arunfoot.com. And I'll be back very soon. Arunava Chaudhuri signing off. Bye for now.